first video for chapter 2, just a review of geometry, so nothing too complicated here. What are the rules that we need to remember? Complementary angles add to 90 degrees, supplementary to 180, and a revolution is made up of 360 degrees. How do I remember which one's complementary and supplementary? C comes before S, 90 comes before 80. That's the easiest way to remember it. Some people like to draw symbols for these, like there's a complementary angle. Oh, that looks terrible. Let's try that one again. Gotta love this computer. Here we go again. Let's get the pen back. Complementary angles. Draw a right angle, something like that. And then, you know, that's A and B. So A and B are complementary, supplementary. Looks a bit like one of those old-fashioned cannons. A and B add up to 180 degrees. You wouldn't necessarily need to write the A and B. Revolution, usually just shown like that. Nothing very complicated. Vertically opposite angles are equal. What are vertically opposite angles? They're directly across each other where two lines meet. They will be equal. Just imagine a pair of scissors. The angle's the same on either side. So just like those two angles there, they would be the same as each other. What else do we need to know? The angle sum of a triangle is 180 degrees. So the easiest way to do that is if you make a triangle and you tear three pieces off, tear those three pieces off and stick all of the angles together, you'll find that they fit perfectly on a straight line. You can try that with any piece of paper, it works. You've probably seen it before. Two ways we classified triangles. One is by their angles. So generally by their largest angle is the way to think of this. So if all the angles are acute, if the largest angle is less than 90, then it's an acute triangle. If there's an angle that's more than 90 degrees, it's an obtuse triangle. And if there's a right angle, it's a right-angled triangle. The other way we classify triangles is by their side lengths. All different side lengths, scalene, two equal sides, isosceles, and note when you have equal sides, the opposite internal angles are also equal, and an equilateral, three equal sides, three equal angles. Quadrilaterals, quad meaning four sides, so four-sided figures, four straight edges on these ones. Parallelograms, morning girls, I'll be there in a second. I'm just making a video, so you are going to appear on my Year 10 one. It'll be really cool. So, parallelograms, two pairs of opposite sides parallel, really easy. Rectangles, they're the same thing except all the angles are 90 degrees. Squares, all angles 90 degrees and all lengths equal. Rhombuses, it's like a square pushed to the side. So all the side lengths are equal, but the angles are no longer 90. Opposite angles would be equal though. Kites, what does a kite look like? You probably remember that too. Two pairs of equal length sides, but the equal length sides are adjacent to each other, and it's got one pair of opposite angles equal. Those angles there are equal, the other two are not. And trapeziums or trapezoids, you'll find in some books, quadrilaterals with one pair of parallel sides. So anything that looks like that, that's the standard way we draw them. These two sides are parallel, but they can just as easily be standing on their edge like that, and that would still be a trapezium. The names of polygons there, you should know all of those. Note that it's a heptagon. A lot of people who do French like to call it a septagon, but heptagon is the language that we're after. Septagons combining Greek and Latin in the one word. It doesn't work. There's a little rule there for the interior angle, if you want to work out how large the interior angle is. The final rule that you should remember, exterior angle of a triangle is supplementary to an interior angle. Well, that makes sense because they're on a straight line. Or the way to remember it is this exterior angle, external angle is what it's usually called, is equal to the sum of the opposite internal angles. All right, I hope that helps. Cheers.